Hello, it's Scott Manley here with episode 20 of XCOM 2. My team has returned victorious from attacking and destroying the Advent Black Site. Emily Scott and Jesus Gonzalez both sustained injuries, but everyone survived.
Your troops performed admirably, Commander. Destroying that facility will slow the aliens' development of the Avatar project and give us time to further establish the resistance movement.
So this black site had 3 pips on it, which means by destroying it, I lose 3 pips of Avatar project progress. There we go. You see, that is some breathing room. But it's right back to business. We need to unlock the new Arctic region so we can make contact with the neighbours. Otherwise we won't have any more black sites to bomb the next time the Avatar project comes due. Oh! Commander of the Resistance has relayed information concerning an Advent supply line. We should disrupt their transports. I think that's a great idea. So we're going to be facing officers, lancers, archons, vipers, mutons. The usual suspects. Facing off against Sarah Scott, Hendrik Van Dyke, Kostya Vasiliev, Heather James, Jan Poyser, and Erin Ryan. They're gonna split the loot 6 ways.
The Resistance raided an Advent convoy that was passing through this area, and they managed to disable one of the transports for us to pick clean. Hostile reinforcements are sure to be moving on the area, but we're heading in to secure the site. Neutralize any hostile contacts and grab whatever you can.
And concentrate on the supplies. I know Tygan wants more corpses for his collection, but we need some food.
Menace 1-5. The disabled Advent convoy is just ahead. Engage and eliminate all hostile forces.
Easy enough. So, put everyone in position. We do not have a timer to contend with. We can spend a great deal of time very carefully setting up those ambushes. We have the luxury of time of setting the most perfect ambush up, a luxuriant ambush, one that envelops you completely and kills you brutally. That's the meaning of luxury when it comes to ambushes. Anyway, on the operation name, it is Operation Spiderface, and I would have thought that would have been more appropriate when I had a squad of 4, because of course a spider face supposedly has 8 eyes and a squad of 4 has 8 eyes, so I'm wondering if a couple of these individuals are perhaps, using eye patches or bionic eyes or something. I don't know, I'm just speculating here. Maybe there's some locals I could ask about that. Over there, perhaps. Who am I kidding? The only thing I'm going to be asking these aliens is, do you feel lucky? Do you think you can dodge a bullet or a grenade? Here, catch! Hendrik Van Dyke going for first strike with a good old-fashioned frag grenade. Because of his bonuses, he actually covers a wider area with that than other people. And I'm hoping that at some point we will unlock better default weapons. Anyway, it's over to the backup singers, also known as the Overwatch Specials. Constantine. Yes, I know you hate it when people use your full name, but that's what your grandma called you. Sorry, did I distract you and make you miss your shot? Heather with your famous sunglasses. Both of them failed to really score a good hit.
Not even close.
Same with Erin Ryan up the front, unfortunately. And that was a really unlucky start because we are now left with a commander and 2 stun lancers, both within close range, both within striking distance, and a muton wanders into view. Fantastic! And as in, no, this is not fantastic at all. Okay, so what's the commander gonna do? He's gonna mark Hendrik. Hendrik is in serious trouble. He's exposed out there. Oh, Stun Lancer comes up. Go on, hit him! Hit him! Oh, for crying out loud, can nobody Overwatch today? Oh, Hendrik gets stunned by the Stun Lancer. I mean, he's in real danger up there, exposed. Stun Lancer number 2 charges up, and with a battle cry of cake or death, he zaps Hendrik Van Dyke, who clearly didn't want either of those things. Well, he survived the round, and it's time for us to start killing aliens. Heather James putting down the Lancers. Sarah Scott pokes her head out of cover and reveals herself violently style to the aliens, putting down the second Stun Lancer. Jan Poisel makes a run across the map, but forgets that the commander is in Overwatch, and he gets hit for 6 points of damage. So this is not a great start to this. Gotta always pay attention to those little eye icons, otherwise you end up getting shot while you run. I count myself lucky that the AI also makes this mistake. Perhaps the AI has a trouble seeing the little eye icon. Okay, now the Muton decides to make a dash across the map, but Erin Ryan has been lying in wait. Smacks him for 6 points of damage with her shotgun. It is still up, but it is severely wounded. And rather than take a pot shot through full cover, the Muton goes into full-on suppressing fire mode, while his sectoid mate brings the commander back to life. Or at least what the alien zombie version of life is. Hendrik Van Dyke has regained his composure sufficiently that it's time to drop another grenade on that Muton. This will be an instant kill, guaranteed kill against the Muton and some damage against that zombie. While you don't really have to kill the zombies because you could just kill the sectoid, it does give extra experience, so it's worth doing it if you're wanting to min-max your operations. Heather James hits the sectoid but does not put it down, but Sarah Scott is well positioned to shoot at that commander zombie and puts it down, getting her some more points in the all-important who buys the next round sweepstakes. Turns out the specialists are the ones that keep on buying everyone the rounds in the bars. Well, that sectoid is making a run for it, and Kostya is going to take a shot, but he misses. Yes, well, that happens. Yeah, the specialists are the ones that frequently get asked to buy the drinks, mostly because they can then delegate to their gremlins. I mean, little known fact, not only can the gremlins dispense medicine, such as this one, but yeah, they can, of course, dispense the other kind of medicine in the bars. They'll just go to the bar, come back with the drink. Apparently, they're especially good at making those frozen margaritas. Anyway, that sectoid has apparently moved to minimum safe distance, which is as far away from here as possible. And we're now trying to move forwards to a new location from which to scorch the earth around us. There is a building here with a nice rooftop, a good vantage point from which we can deploy our snipers and cast deathly shadows on everything around us. So it's more like casting deathly bullets, but it's a metaphor. We obviously want to check out first, make sure there's nothing inside, but Hendrik Van Dyke is the first to the roof. Alien activity is over in that direction, but clearly not close enough for them to drop by and pay us a visit. And now we've secured that lookout, we can move our sniper teams at double speed to make sure that they get ready to fire as quickly as possible. I mean, really converging the entire team on this building. This will be where we make our stand against the aliens. Actually, no, we just hope that they will come and attack us while we have the height advantage. Alien turn, and here we come. It's a stun lancer stepping out straight into a wall of fire from Mr. Van Dyke. It is but a scratch, but it will be the first of many scratches. Looks like we have a Muton, a stun lancer, and a friend. The friend is... oh, it's a shield bearer with his fancy light show. That will be a perfect complement to Special Order 303. Unfortunately, as you can see, I didn't quite get the targeting perfectly, and instead of hitting both the Muton and the Stun Lancer, I hit only the Stun Lancer. Well, mistakes happen, such as in this case, where Heather James has the option of many targets, which are below the edge of the roof, but she decides to go and finish off this target. And before she even finishes aiming, Hendrik Van Dyke falls to the floor like a rag doll. Then moments later falls through the floor, the hole in the floor that she has just made. I think there's some causality violations going on in this game engine. Can Kostya take a shot without violating the laws of physics? Apparently not, we have some floating rocks. Anyway, he gets a second shot off with a pistol, unfortunately missing on this time around. Sarah Scott runs around the front of the building trying to get a shot, and then realizes that she's run into a pair of Vipers and an Archon, as well as that sectoid that was keeping them company. So with not much firepower left and a bunch of enemies on the map, it's good time for the Mimic Beacon to be deployed. Aaron Ryan decides that the Archon is the biggest threat, hitting it for 8 points of damage, but that still leaves it with more than half its hit points left. Jan Poisel runs inside, hides over here, and he's in a perfect position to take some shots again at that Archon. Another 7 points, seriously damaged, but still alive and kicking. And now it's time for the aliens' counterattack. We have 5 active hostiles on the ground here. Thankfully, we have one mimic beacon, and it's a mimic beacon from the days before it was heavily nerfed. The Archon decides to run around and... yeah, that Archon is going to give a whack, and it misses, leaving that mimic beacon to stick out its tongue and make jokes about the aliens' mums. And that really enrages the Vipers because, of course, they're reptiles and came from eggs, so they don't know their mums. I mean, at least not in the same way that a mammal forms a bond with its child. Well, that brave mimic beacon kept 3 of the hostiles busy, but we still have a Muton out there that's got a gun, and he hits Hendrik Van Dyke. That Muton did not waver from his task at hand, despite the shiny mimic beacon that was sitting over there. Oh wait, no, there was actually 6 hostiles because I forgot about the shield bearer. Great! What's the sectoid gonna do? Sectoid is probably gonna try and do a mind attack or something. Oh, zappity zap! No! Mind controlled! Heather with the big gun is mind controlled! And now she's pointing her big gun at Costa. Guess we have to prioritize killing that sectoid. Or that Archon. Yeah, let's kill the Archon first. Yeah, we don't need those blazing pinions. We don't need that mind control. We also don't need those Vipers either. Jan! Yeah, dodging, but hey, that's a good shot. Sarah moves to a position to get a better shot at that sectoid. And takes the shot, putting it down, freeing Heather James from the grip of the alien mind magic. And letting her launch a bullet straight into that shield bearer. With the tide of the battle turning, Aaron Ryan runs to the edge of the roof to get a better shot at the Vipers. Hits him for 4 damage, but it ain't down just yet. Hendrik Van Dyke picks himself up, dusts himself off, moves to the window, and then prepares to demonstrate the power of his flamethrower. There we go, isn't that a beautiful looking weapon? Just gonna point it and spray the area, raising the temperature of these cold-blooded reptiles. Except reptile, because apparently he missed one. Still, it looked cool, didn't it? But now the aliens get their counterattack. We have a snake in the grass, and the snake is coming out to attack Hendrik. Oh, he has been wrapped up. He has been bound. That's bound to cause him all sorts of trouble. Ha 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 ha. Oh, and that Muton clearly has been to sniper school, hitting Aaron Ryan, still on the roof. We have the shield bearer moving up. He takes a shot at Aaron Ryan too. And what the heck? The roof's on fire. No. Oh, and Aaron has just ragdolled to the ground, and weird stuff is happening. What the heck? She's just kind of laying there and taking damage. Oh, now she's on the ground floor next to the... That'll be more of that causality violation or something. Anyway, Aaron teleports there, so I run her back so she can hit them with the sword, knocking that snake down to 2 hit points. And then leaving Kostya to attack that Muton once again. Only doing 2 points of damage, but knocking that shield down. Heather gets a second shot, but she misses. Thanks to the stock, she still does a single point of damage. And at point blank range, Hendrik Van Dyke shows the snake the power of the armed and fully armed and operational big gun thing that he has.
I'm going.
Sarah Scott repositions herself. And Jan Poisel also jumps out the window, getting himself into a decent position, and then decides to take a pot shot at the shield bearer. Not a great chance of hitting, and doesn't hit. Understandable. And with that, our turn comes to the end and the aliens get to move, but we are waiting for them. Nice! Sarah Scott puts down the Muton with a single shotgun blast. All that's left is that shield bearer.
Thousands to go.
With nobody else in Overwatch, that shield bearer can run to a new location, potentially outflank a target, and misses, thankfully.
That all you got?
And that's all he's got. That's all he's got, and it's time for us to get our counterattack on. Just how would we like to finish off this shield bearer? Shall it be with the gun? Shall it be with the Skulljack?
Ziel nicht ausgeschaltet!
I've no idea what he said, but apparently he jammed that Skulljack into the wrong part of the alien anatomy and only did the 2 points of damage.
Bestätigt!
Just to be on the safe side, I move him back out of range, but Costa is on the roof. He's looking down and he is terminating his target.
Not too shabby.
The area is secure.
This is it, Status confirmed. All hostiles are down and the area is secure. Status confirmed. Mission accomplished.
Well, that was one of the messier missions in a long time, but everyone survived. 4 soldiers were wounded. 0 soldiers killed. That's the important one, because retraining takes forever. Dealt most damage, Sarah Scott made most attacks. Jan Poisel moved furthest Jan. And most under fire was Hendrik van Dyke. Well, hopefully one of those soldiers has come out of this experience a little more wise to the world, so that we can offer them a promotion. Oh yes, so Kostya gets promoted. He can choose either Killzone or Face Off. That's kind of a hard one. I haven't had a great experience with Killzone so far, but I think, to be honest, I think I'm just going to keep going with it. Face Off sounds fun, but I'm not going to use it. Heather James, gunslinger extraordinaire. Should she get Deadeye or Lightning Hands? A lot of people are down on Deadeye, but I found it quite useful. However, I think in this case, Lightning Hands is still the fun one to go with. And Erin Ryan, our squaddy, Phantom or Blade Master. Phantom or Blade Master. I think Phantom has proven to be a much more useful skill. It lets her sneak around in the background. Blade Master was fun on Jane Kelly, but honestly, it doesn't really scale to the late game. But look at all that loot! Oh, hallelujah! There's so much here that we can use, and hopefully a whole bunch of corpses for Dr. Taigen.
The aliens have always been monsters. From the very beginning, it was one failed science experiment after another. Even with the Advent forces, they tried to disguise it, but they're no different underneath all that armor. And now it comes to this, an entire facility dedicated to wiping us out. And not just that, but turning us into what? Some kind of concentrate they're using for God knows. We should have known the Elders would return. We should have known they never left.
Well, the good news is, now that we've got some supplies, we can start training Psi Operative. So, Francesca Conte was the first person on the list, and yeah, she will be training something. I'm not really sure what she'll be training, but she will be getting more psychic. And meanwhile, we can get back to making contact with new Oh, for crying out loud! Dark event complete. Oh no, wait, that's not a mission yet. Advent cracks down on resistance recruitment. Okay, come on, make contact this time. And it's that time of month for the Resistance communications.
You have made considerable progress against the aliens over the past month, Commander. I hope that your ongoing efforts will only lead to further success.
Well, that's a pretty generic response considering how many black sites I blew up there. Okay, so Viper rounds, rapid response, dare I break this? Alloy padding. So, man, I don't like any of these, to be honest. Well, whatever. We'll deal with it. And we get 209 supplies as well, after we finish making contact. Thank you. Hey guys, we've come here with some big rocket engines to like burn the ground. Have you guys heard of this new social network? It's called High Five. You can say it like on Borat style to really make it sound cool. High Five! Oh wait, that's not Borat, is it? Look, seriously, get on the network. The people of New Arctic stand ready to be with you, and we can get into East Asia and West Asia. And in future episodes, maybe we can get into their black sites. Until then, I'm Scott Manley. Fly safe.